Finally, your miracle has arrived. Hey, dreamy dreamers, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ, and let's hop into today's reading. So today's reading is all about the miracle that has arrived for you, okay? We have three piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pile number 1, we have the sodalite crystal with the sacral chakra. Pile number 2, we have the obsidian crystal tower with fearlessness. And pile number 3, we have the tiger's eye crystal with centering. So I will give you all some time to meditate on your pile selections. All right, my dreamy dreamers, again, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hey, pile ones, welcome back to your reading. So before we get into your crystal and pile selection cards, I want to shuffle for your reading right now. If you all want to pass this portion, you can go straight to your reading in the description box down below. Your timestamp will be right there. So I've already cleansed and blessed the decks off camera, so let's begin. What miracle has finally arrived for our pile number 1, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Thank you. Thank you. What miracle has finally arrived for our pile number 1s? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Thank you. Thank you. Clear, concise, accurate messages, Spirit, for our pile number 1s. Thank you for blessing this deck and the viewers. What miracle has finally arrived for our pile number 1s? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What miracle has finally arrived for our pile number 1, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. All right. Okay, pile number 1s. Let's get started with your reading. We're going to put your pile here, and then we're going to get back to your crystal and your pile selection card. So you all either chose the sodalite crystal alongside the sacral chakra card. So what I'm getting for you, pile number 1s, is that there's going to be this alignment in regards to your self-worth and your confidence. Sodalite is a crystal all about enhancing and progressing with your self-esteem, right? So you could have been doing some internal work lately. You could be saying more affirmations. You could be dancing more and doing things that come from like the sacral chakra space, like moving your hips, walking, exercising, maybe even doing like crunches or ab workouts or something like that. And not in regards to for vanity reasons, but maybe just for things like gut health and that, like, you know, your lower body, your what is it called, the like your core strength. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, guys. To strengthen your core strengthening, right? And that has a lot to do with the sacral chakra region, because it has a lot to do with our reproduction, our reproductive organs. And I feel like you guys are getting that into alignment for whatever reason, maybe to build overall health, overall wealth, overall self-esteem, right? Because self-esteem is connected to everything when it comes to our health, our wealth, how we move in the world. Okay, so I feel like the miracle that has finally arrived for you all, pile number 1s, is that like you really like strengthening your core, even if it's like in a metaphorical way, even if you're just doing that by taking more walks, by dancing more, by you know, kind of like focusing more energy on that region of the sacral chakra. Okay, you all could also be wearing a lot more orange or doing more things that you're passionate about, right? That coincides with the the sacral chakra as well. Okay, so there is a message behind this card, so let's give it a read. So it's called the sacral chakra in Sanskrit is called the Svadhisthana. It's the second chakra. Its meaning is the inner dwelling place, and the location is right below the navel. The sound is Vam. If you all can see that. Color orange. The symbol is the 6-petal lotus flower. It rules the reproductive organs, ovaries, and testes. The element is water, and the qualities are fluidity, receptivity, creative, and pleasure. So the miracle that could be coming in for you all, pile number ones, is all about being fluid. It's all about, you know, being in the receptive mode, right? That goddess energy, that yin energy. It's all about creativity and pleasure. So you could be experiencing a lot more pleasure, a lot more five senses pleasure in your life too. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Venus is in retrograde. Don't quote me on that, guys, but I think Venus might be in retrograde. So that could have a lot to do with these miracles showing up in your life. Okay, but without further ado, let's begin your reading. So we have the One. I love this. We have the Judge. Very interesting. And we have the Bridge. Awesome, pile number ones. So, okay, let's straighten this out a little bit. So what I'm getting here is that there could have been an opportunity or like a resurrection that has came up for you, right? Some of you all could have met the One, or you could be meeting the One very soon. Or I feel like you're starting to understand how chosen you are in relation to your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, the things that you want, right? Like everything is available to you right now. I feel like you feel very chosen. You feel very optimistic about your future. Sorry, pile number ones. Okay, there we go. It's a little better. So yeah, you feel like a little optimistic about your future, and there could be someone coming in to offer you a helping hand. And it could be because you have been in the receptive mode. Maybe you're very receptive to someone, maybe even a stranger or someone at a party, or, you know, someone you just met, and they really loved your energy, and they're like, this person is the one. This person is the one I want to invest in. This person is the one I want to spend my time on, or I want to mentor, or I want to coach, or I want to buy their products, something like that. And I feel like this was maybe like a prayer answered, right? Like it's going to be your saving grace, so to speak. Even if that isn't exactly what it is, it's going to feel like that. Like, oh my gosh, this was the answer to my prayer. This was the person that I had asked for. This was a circumstance that I had asked for, and it is now come to fruition due to the bridge of events, right? So we all, you know, on this channel, we love Neville. We love like personal development and metaphysics. And what Neville Goddard talks about a lot in his lectures is when we ask, we are always given. But usually when we ask for things, there are a series of events that tend to unfold after the asking. And he calls it a bridge of incidents, right? So I feel like your bridge of incidents is now come to pass, pile number one, and you're about to really shine or stand out in relation to this miracle that is coming your way. And I have a feeling it has a lot to do with maybe you putting more emphasis, or you understanding how to get the sacral chakra energy to work for you, okay? But I digress. Let us get some tarot cards for a more in-depth analysis on this. Okay, so we have Sarasvati, interesting, card number 2. And what did I just say? The divine feminine. This is the high priestess energy. And it has a lot to do, Sarasvati as a goddess has a lot to do with your creativity in relation to music, art, and reading and information and being receptive to certain information. I have a feeling maybe you had something in your mind's eye and you kept it there and you maintained it, and it is now coming into fruition, and it feels like a miracle. But in reality, pile number ones, you all have earned this. You all have held the vision, so to speak, right? And you did so joyfully and gleefully. And you remember, this symbol is the 6-petal lotus. Now, granted, I don't know if this is a 6-petal lotus. However, Sarasvati is sitting on a lotus while she's playing her sweet music. So I feel like maybe you were almost like this siren call, and it doesn't matter how you identify, male or female, but maybe you had this essence at a time and someone or something really took to that. Your energy matched, the frequency matched the vibration. And so now there's something really beautiful coming in for you, pile number ones. A lot of you all might resonate with swan energy, or that could be like your animal totem, or even the dragonfly. But there's something very graceful about this blessing coming into you, this miracle coming into you. And I feel like you called it in through like sweet music, like through something, even the instrument that she's playing, it's a string instrument, and it kind of reminds me of a guitar. I know it's not, but it reminds me of a guitar. So, that could have something that could factor in the reason as to why this is all coming in all at once. And it might have something to do with like your inner wisdom, right? But I digress. Let's pull some more. So we have strength with Oya. Oh yeah. You're calling in a lot of strength and inner resilience, pile number ones, okay? We already have 2 major arcanas that's showing up for you right now. We have the High Priestess with wisdom, Sarasvati, and then we have Oya with the strength card. So I feel like this is a long time coming, because you have really defined and really have mastered your inner resilience and your inner strength and determination, right? And I keep getting something about gracefulness, like someone or something could really have seen you as a very graceful being, or could have really been attracted to your feminine energy. Again, it doesn't matter what you identify with. If you're, male or female, we all have these energies that dwell within us, masculine and feminine, and it's up to us to use these energies to our benefit, right? And typically how we do that is through balancing them. So you're calling in a lot of strength right now, a lot of inner fortitude, and a lot of just passion and power. You see these lightning strikes right here. I feel like maybe some of you all could have got like some type of energetic upgrade or spiritual upgrade during a thunderstorm or something as well. And it possessed you in the best ways with strength and fortitude to really see your vision to the end as well, pile number ones. So let's see. Come on. We have the Ace of Swords. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There's a victory here with your name on it, and it has a lot to do with you having this clarity of mind and persisting in your vision, pile number ones. Yeah, the persistence is key here, and you have maintained and strengthened your wherewithal in your vision. And I mean like your inner vision, right? The vision that your third eye and your heart have, that is begging you through your desires to see to fruition, right? Alongside you and the co-creators dynamic. You and the co-creator are working to really implement something that is going to take a lot of strength and is going to take a lot of foresight, to be honest, but it's happening for you. And I feel like it's going to happen because someone else is going to see your grace and your determination and your power, and they're going to want to offer you a helping hand, okay, with that bridge. So let's see. We have the Princess of Pentacles. Yes. So Princess of Pentacles, this is the Page of Pentacles. This is something that you have you've been working on, or this is a seed that you have planted is what I'm trying to say. Excuse me, pile number one. But this is a seed that you have planted quite some time, and now it's coming to fruition, okay? With the Princess of Pentacles. I feel like you know how worthy and ready you are for this blessing, for this miracle, and it's coming your way. I feel like a lot of you all have really been working on like your divine feminine energy. And I feel like, I was listening to this Catherine Ponder lecture. I think it's called The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. And she emphasizes like, we are a child of God. We are a child of the universe, and we are a child of fortune, right? And I remember I was listening to one of her more lengthier lectures, and she said, we are a child of the infinite and heir to it all. And I feel like you have had that, you have reprogrammed your subconscious mind with that belief. And because you have planted this seed, you're about to see it sprout. Pile number ones, okay? Oh my God, what did I just say? And you guys seen me thoroughly shuffle these cards. The Seven of Pentacles. Look at what's about to come into you for. Look at what's about to come in for you, pile number ones. Seven of Pentacles. You turn this one little seedling into this whole bushel of prosperity, and God, Spirit, Source energy is blessing you with someone or something investing in you. And I feel like this is what you've been calling in for quite some time now, okay? So this is so beautiful, pile number ones. I'm so proud of you, and I feel like it has a lot to do with you working with your chakra system, working with your energetic field, and you strengthening it, right? Well, Oya here, strengthening it and calling back your power and your clarity, okay? But let's see, we have our last three cards, so let's uncover them. We have Healer. Okay, so a lot of you all could have professions or be very well versed in healing. It says healer, you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. I feel like some of you all could be doctors, nurses. You can be metaphysical practitioners who give people petitions and really pray and send great energy for their healing, their health, their wealth, their love, their prosperity, all of the above. Some of you all could be tarot readers, oracle card readers, energy healers, Reiki practitioners. Whatever the case, you all really lean into your divine femininity, which has a lot to do with receptivity and healing through creative endeavors or even through the medical field, okay? So you guys are destined healers, and I feel like maybe you've told someone about this just recently, and they're like, I want to help. How can I be a part of this? Maybe they just found out what you do and they love it, and they want to invest in you, and they want to invest in your practice, whether you be a doctor, a nurse. There's traveling nurses right now who make a lot of money and who are able to make their own businesses through traveling and through setting up like really cool, very sanitary and very highly organized and maintained facilities for just simple procedures, right? And someone might want to invest in your business, whatever the case. You don't even have to be a nurse practitioner or anything. You could be a divine healer. You could be a metaphysician, a Reiki practitioner, like I said, tarot, oracle card healer, and you heal people through word or through word, thought, and deed, right? And someone sees that angelic part of you and really wants to be a part of that, okay? So let's see. We have career change. It says you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. Exactly. So some of you all could be changing careers. Maybe you were once working corporate or once working at a job that maybe, you either fizzled out of or you have grown out of, or, you just want to take a different route. Some of you might, and now is your opportunity, pile number ones, whether someone else is about to invest in you or you are simply investing in yourself through a career change. It might not be a direct change. Like you might not be going from a doctor to like a barista, you might be as well, but you might be a doctor working for, you know, like working to where you clock in and out versus having your own practice, something like that, right? That could also be the case. And then we have counseling, and it says you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. And this is what I meant by being a healer through thoughts, words, and deeds. It's basically being like a metaphysician to where you can send out good energy and almost for your clients, see their deeds being done, see them being whole and complete in your mind's eyes, living in the end for them or with them, right? They say in the Bible, if two should agree on earth in anything, then it shall be done. I forgot what verse is it, but you know, you guys can look it up. If two shall agree on earth on anything, then it shall be done. I'm paraphrasing it, but you should be able to find the verse on Google if you type that in. But it only takes two, and that's where the whole mastermind alliance comes into play, pile number one. So with that being said, excellent spread. This miracle is really about to bless you tremendously and bless the lives of others that you help and that you help to heal through your beautiful, thoughtful words, kind words, and wise advice and counseling. So a lot of you all could be, you can be a counselor. You could heal through, like I said, through how you express your emotions and how you are empathetic and an amazing listener. Okay. So with that being said, my dreamy dreamers, I love you all so much. If you like this reading, please hit that thumbs up button, a like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. If you're interested in a beautiful one-of-a-kind tarot journal, look no further. The link to this journal will be in the description box down below. It's only $20 and it will really help out the channel, and you can catalog your readings on our channel or on any other tarot readers channel out there. Okay, it's really great to just, it'll help you refine your tarot skills. It'll help you to refine your tarot knowledge. And for those of you all who are tarot readers as a career, as a business, you can use this to catalog your clients' readings as well, so you can keep track of your intuition and how, you know, spot on you are, and you know how you're refining your intuition. Okay, so this will really help the channel, and I love you all so much, pile number ones, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey pile number twos, welcome back to your reading. So before we get into your crystal and your pile selection, let's shuffle for your reading. For those of you all who would like to skip this part, your timestamp will be in the description box down below. Okay, what miracle has finally arrived for our pile number two, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. Okay, clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number two, Spirit. What miracle has finally arrived for our pile number twos? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Thank you, and thank you. Okay, last but not least, thank you for blessing this deck and for blessing all viewers. What miracle has finally arrived for our pile number twos? Thank you, and thank you, Spirit. All right, pile number two. So let's get ready for your reading. We're going to set your reading here, and let's go back to your crystal and pile selection cards. So you all chose this Black Obsidian Tower alongside card number 10 with fearlessness. Okay, and this is the Abhaya Mudra. So I guess you just use, like, you basically put out your left hand, I believe, almost like in a receptive mode, right, in order to receive the fearlessness that you are attracting into your life, right? So the courage, basically, you're feeling a lot of courage and optimism with card number 10. I feel like you're starting from, it feels like a new beginning for you all pile number 2s, okay? But there is a message on the back, so let's see what it is. We have the Abhaya Mudra, if I'm saying that right, excuse me if I'm not. It assists with safety, courage, and steadfastness. The benefits: reduce anxiety, supports elimination, cultivates a sense of fearlessness and grounding. And instruction says hold right hand. Oh, so you use your right hand, y'all. Hold right hand slightly cupped at shoulder height, palm facing outward. Allow right elbow to fall close to the waist, and then you focus. So you could say this as a mantra or like an affirmation. That's how I do it. My courage and self-assurance is unwavering. I love that. So what I'm getting here for you all pile number 2s in regards to the fearlessness that's coming in as your miracle is that you're going to feel very unstoppable. You're going to feel capable of everything and anything that you desire here on earth and beyond, right? I feel like you're going to feel very safe and protected and taken care of, especially with this obsidian crystal that goes perfectly along with this card number 10, fearlessness. You're going to feel a type of like groundedness and safety that maybe you have never felt before, so you can actually accomplish the goals that you sought out to and that you still that still remain in your heart. And I feel like you're just going up the chakra system. So like your root chakra, which this would, you know, represent, is really healthy right now and is really like that cog is really spinning as it should, okay? So without further ado, let's get into your reading. So we have the tear. So some of you all could have just came out of like a dark night of the soul, or you shed your last tear. That's what I'm getting here. Like you might be crying tears of joy now more than anything that you ever have in the most recent past, right? But let's see. We have the castle, very interesting. So we have like eyes and tears type of like consistent message here. Tears of joy, that's what I'm getting. And then we have the village, very interesting. So I feel like a lot of you all are feeling so courageous that you might venture out from your castle or your comfort zone, because I get comfort zone a lot with the castle. It's all about us kind of like hiding away in our proverbial ivory towers, right? The castle or the shelter that we've built for ourselves. And while it might feel uncomfortable, right? Even to the point of tears, even to the point of like, where do I go from here? I still feel like you feel good about venturing out on your own, or being like having like this nomad spirit for the time being. You're very fearless when it comes to that. You're very courageous when it comes to exploration, because I feel like you always know how to make your way back home or back to where you belong. Yeah, but with the tear in the castle, especially with this eye being closed and it being adorned with jewels, I just feel like, yeah, there's something about you taking a leap or risk or a leap of faith outside of your comfort zone, outside of like the comfort and the luxury that you might be accustomed to. Okay, but let's get into, I do want to read a little bit for you all, just because I don't know, I'm feeling compelled to. The tear. So let's see about this tear, because it's calling to me, especially with this emerald and then this green around. This could be heart chakra energy, okay? It could be something really pulling at your heartstrings right now as well, pile number 2s. Let's see. Okay, 169. So give me a second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so we have the tear, and it says the morning, the release, the rain, okay? It says tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. Often the tear is what is needed in order for a conversation or situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that, once acknowledged, will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. And then it says, when light, melody, melancholy flowing through, when dark, drowning, drama, murkiness. So this is exactly what I'm saying. You see how this person's eye is still closed, although it looks adorned and beautified. This person is still mourning something, you know? So you could, you could have this like fearless disposition, but the miracle is that you are releasing now. And you might feel sad, or you might feel like, you know, you just, like I said earlier, maybe went through did I say in this pile? Perhaps. If I didn't, maybe you went through a dark night of the soul of some sort, and, you know, you're kind of finding your way back home, back to center is what I'm getting, back to your community, back to the village that loves and cares about you. Okay. Even though maybe you strayed a little bit, but the miracle here that's coming in for you, pile number 2s, regardless, is you're protected and you're safe. Okay, so let's get into your tarot. We have the 6 of Pentacles. I love this, and I'm getting like sisterhood with this, like sisterhood, because there's three feminine presenting women here, but I'm getting like a sisterhood, like a community. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sisterhood if you don't, you know, resonate with that, but I'm getting a sense of a community here, and people willing to help in your time of need, or vice versa. Okay. I love it. We have the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's this overflowing of love and compassion and grace that's coming in for you, pile number 2s, and you're very protected and very safe. And I feel like God's spirit source energy really wants you to know that right now. Your angels, ancestors, and guides especially as well really are by your side and catering to you at this time. So don't be afraid to call on them. Be fearlessness, right? Put your hand out. Hold it in the position in which it suggested, and to, you know, realize how your courage and self-assurance is unwavering. Okay, I love that message. Okay, let's see. So we have the 10 of Staves. Yeah, I feel like it's been a long road, but you're finally like almost like getting your breath back, like gasping for air. Like, you know, when you get that, you've been holding your breath for so long, and some of us do that on accident. And that's why we experience a lot of anxiety, because we literally, in this day and age, well, I don't think a lot of us, especially in the Western world, have been taught to breathe. Like, we don't know how to use our breath to our advantage, to stabilize us, to ground us, right? There's so many breathing techniques that you can look up on YouTube, Google. You could look it up on even, I think there's apps, podcasts that help with breathing techniques on like, what's that, Spotify or whatever the heck, right? So I just feel like this has been a long road, but you have kept the persistence because you know that anything worth having and your life in and of itself is worth the challenges that you might confront. Okay. We have Oya, Strength. So this Strength card has been coming out for a lot of people in the collective readings that I do with the pick a card readings, and also in the personal readings that I do. And if you all are interested in a personal reading, my email will be in the description box down below so you can book one. But long story short, Oya has been not Oya, but the Strength card in and of itself has been coming out for like very consistently. So I have a feeling like right now we're going to have a lot of inner strength and inner resilience that wells up in us, so we can, you know, really gather the courage and the fearlessness and the strength to be able to conquer and do anything that we need to, right? So as you can see here, these lightning bolts are here as a semblance of power and your strength and your inner power as well. So you have a lot more inner power than you might even realize, pile number twos. And the miracle that's coming in for you is protection, inner strength, and community, people who will help and assist you with whatever you need and will fill your cup up and will fill you up with so much love and compassion that you will really feel safe and you will really feel like you have really found your tribe and a sense of community that you can thrive in, okay? And then we have the 9 of Swords. So that's what I was getting as well. Like there could have been a lot of fear, right? A lot of anxiety welling up in you for some reason, maybe because you've bottled up some type of emotion. But if you let it out and if you talk to people who you trust, and maybe if you don't have that, journal, right? Talk to God, talk to spirit, talk to your spirit guides, right? Just get it out, because my grandma always said there's more room out than there is in. Like there's more room on the external than bottling up things and it like not faring well for you from doing that, right? So with the 9 of Swords, I feel like pile number twos, you might take on a lot of other people's problems when they're not yours to begin with. And you could be very empathic and feeling everyone else's anxiety around you. And you're like, what is happening here, right? Or there could have been some bottled up anxiety that you can feel fearless enough and courageous enough to finally let go of and to release, okay? And that's what I'm getting. You have the inner strength now to just release anything that no longer serves you. And we have this new moon in Gemini, I believe, on the 17th, which is Saturday. So granted, it's not the ideal time for releasing things. I would do that as of right now, because you don't really want to, the new moons are all about intentions, but you can set an intention to be more courageous. You can set an intention not to bottle things up and to kind of speak your mind and be more fluid in your approach when it comes to telling people how you feel when you feel it, right? Instead of bottling it up and then feeling like it's hard to like let go and having to kind of like cry in the dark or worry about anxiety. But your miracle here is that you're safe, and you're safe in the community that you're building, and you have people, loved ones, family, friends who really love you and support you and are sending you strength and good energy. Like, look at these cards. They're not sending you anything bad. They're sending you strength. They might feel, you really needing that, and they might be praying for you or just helping to guide and assist you, whether these be people here on earth or spirit guides, right? So last but not least, let's pick the last of your cards. We have Speaker. I love this. Exactly. Speak what you feel. Your life purpose involves your skill of oration. I feel like you're very eloquent in your speech and you know how to kind of like describe your feelings and how you feel, but maybe it's been a circumstance to which it's so close to your heart, it's hard to communicate. And I feel like you will eventually learn how to kind of communicate your thoughts and your emotions a lot easier, so they don't have to kind of like fester inside of you, or you don't have to bottle them up. You can actually communicate to your loved ones about how you feel when you feel it, so you can transmute that energy at that time, as opposed to later on where it's kind of like had some time to marinate and then you're feeling anxious about it, right? Oh my gosh, this card came out twice. We have Spiritual Teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So some of you all's miracle is that you guys are ready to release maybe like doubt, fear, and indecision, right? In regards to your oration skills, in regards to you being impeccable speakers and spiritual teachers. So some of you all might feel a calling to produce seminars or to, really talk at events and things like that. And maybe you have felt kind of like nervous or scared or anxiety ridden about, how people will receive you, when in actuality, you have so much love and support here that you might feel called to just like be courageous enough to do it, right? Some of you all might like your dream might be to do a TED talk one day, or to like speak in front of like a big audience, or to just really help people with their lives, whether you speak about things that you know from experience, whether you speak about health, wellness, love, metaphysics, whatever. And I say metaphysics because it says spiritual teacher, right? So I feel like you all might really be gathering up the courage and the strength, and your ancestors are sending you this courage and strength so that you can start producing these workshops, these classes, these seminars, these sessions, and people are really going to receive this from you, okay? And then we have, last but not least, environmentalist. It says you're an angel, you're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and animals. Some of you all might start environmental seminars and classes to where you really speak about climate change and how it's affected your community or your environment, right? We have the village, and even here it looks like a drought a little bit, right? Whether it is or not, but it almost looks like a drought here. So maybe there's just this stark thing that's going on in your community, and you all have noticed it, and you all have taken notice of it, and you're like, no, I can't keep this bottled up in me anymore. I have to share this. And the miracle that's happening with you, pile number twos, is that your angels, ancestors, and guides, whether they be here on earth or whether they be in the ethers, right, they're all attributing to helping you gather the courage to do this or to facilitate this in some way, shape, or form, okay? So I love this for you immensely, pile number two. This is beautiful. Whether it be environmental causes or not, it could just be like you love nature, and you might speak about nature and the healing properties and modalities that nature produce in the body. And when you are in the sun, you get vitamin D, and it attributes to your overall well-being or something like that as well, okay? So yeah, you guys could teach about animals, about spirit guide, anything, right? And how to protect yourself using these mechanisms, right? So anything of that nature. So with that being said, pile number twos, I love y'all so much. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you, please big thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from these messages here today. If you are interested in a beautiful one-of-a-kind tarot journal, look no further. The link to this journal will be in the description box down below. There's 117 pages where you can archive your tarot journey, and it's just beautiful. To the lovely Sandrine Ann, who illustrated this beautiful journal and who helped me make this come into fruition. Journal is only 20 bucks, and Amazon will ship it straight to your house or wherever you get your shipments, and it will really help the channel, y'all. So cop yours today. You can follow along with these readings or any other readings you get, whether they be your own readings, whether they be YouTube readings or personal readings that you buy. You can catalog those readings here, okay? So I love you all so much. The link to this journal will be in the description box down below. I love you all so much, pile number twos, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number threes, welcome back to your reading. So before we get started with your crystal and your pile selection, let's shuffle for your reading. For those of you all who would like to skip this part, you can go straight to your timestamp in the description box down below. So I've already shuffled off camera, so let's get into it. Finally, Spirit, what miracle has arrived for our pile number threes? Thank you. Thank you. What miracle has finally arrived for our pile number threes? Thank you. Finally, Spirit, what miracle has finally arrived for our pile number threes? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And last deck, finally, Spirit, what miracle has finally arrived for our pile number three, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And thank you. Perfect. Okay, pile number three. Let's get into your reading. So going back to your crystal selection. You all chose this beautiful Tiger's Eye Crystal Tower and card number 9 with centering. And this is the Prithvi Mudra, okay? So let's see the message behind this. It's the Prithvi Mudra. It assists with embodiment. I love that. Embodiment, centeredness, and grounding. The benefits: reduces stress and blood pressure, strengthens digestion and assimilation, supports posture and skeletal system. The instructions are: extend both arms outward, touch the tip of the thumbs to the tips of the ring finger, allow the other fingers to extend straight out, palms facing up, rest the backs of the hands on thighs, knees, or in the lap. So I'm assuming it's kind of like this, but you'd be sitting cross-legged with your hands on your laps, right? And it says relax shoulders, strengthen spine. And the focus, so you can use this as an affirmation or like a mantra: present to my body, I am perfectly centered. So pile number 3 is what I'm getting for you all, especially with that embodiment. When they say it assists, or the benefit, it assists in embodiment, you're about to be embodying your manifestation. So let's say you want to be a 6-figure entrepreneur so you can help take care of your family, your mom, your dad, whatever. You could retire them. You could, really help people to thrive and live the best lives possible for themselves through your business or through whatever products you have, services, you name it, or just through existing, right? Just so you could be a better conduit of energy so that you can help people by providing them just good energy when they're in your presence. You would use these mudras, or that's what I feel like is coming in for you in regards to your miracle, is you're going to be able to embody what you want in the now so that it will come to you quicker. Okay. That's the whole thing with identity shifting, right? When we identify ourselves as one thing, we tend to stay in that same place, right? But when we want to make a shift, when we want more, when we want something different and we make that shift, we embody what that takes, right? So again, let's say you want to be a 6-figure, generator every year. You're going to embody what that 6-figure person or company does, and you're going to do it effortlessly. And this is what this mudra, or this is what this card would represent you doing, right? It has a lot of emphasis, especially with the red here on the root chakra. So when we feel safe and secure in our bodies, when we are embodied, or we're feeling like we're safe or grounded, we're able to take on the world, then that's when life starts to feel like it's beginning, right? We get it like a new lease on life, so to speak, right? So you're protected right now to embody who you actually want to become. And I feel like that's the miracle that's coming in for you. But without further delay, let's get into your reading. So we have the sword. I love that. A lot of focus here. There's a lot of determination just off bat with this energy. We have the vision. Exactly. You're maintaining the vision, and the vision is coming to fruition. And I feel like you understand this. You feel it in the core of your being. Pile number 3 is that's how you can be in embodiment. When you know, like you know, and you know for certain that it's not the matter of if, but when. You're certain, you're focused on your vision and your goal and your strength and your determination. That's it. And then we have the mirror. Exactly. And I feel like basically embodiment is like you're reflecting it's almost like imitation, but in like, it's like a form of imitation, but in the best way, because it's kind of like how they say fake it till you make it, but you're not faking it because you really believe it in your heart, mind, and soul. You see who you want to be in the mirror, right? And it's interesting because in this vision card and in this mirror card, we have a crescent moon up here, and then we have a full moon. So and we have another crescent moon here. Oh my gosh. Something is definitely about to come into fruition for you. And it's interesting because what I'm seeing, because we have a Gemini new moon on this Saturday. So it's going to be June 17th, depending on, where you are in the world. I feel like it took a moon cycle, like a whole moon cycle, like not just till the full moon. So like something you set into place maybe in the new moon in Aries, and then you had to wait until the was it new moon in Taurus? Whichever new moon came before this full moon in Sagittarius, right? And then now is when like you're about to like take flight, when you're about to start embodying, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, y'all. With this new moon in Gemini, right? And it's no coincidence that this sword represents air signs, Gemini. So, and it has this crescent moon, right? So what I'm getting is there is some type of powerful manifestation either coming in around the new moon, or you're going to start seeing the embodiment of your manifestation. Like, oh, I'm living it already, so to speak. So I hope that makes sense, y'all. It was a lot of different energies coming in through that, kind of like through all that I was saying there. So thank you for bearing with me. But let's get into your tarot. So we have the Five of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. I feel like you've been waiting. I feel like there's been like, when is this about to happen? I'm doing everything that, God's spirit told me to do. Like, I'm just waiting, and I'm getting bored. I'm getting restless. That's what I'm getting with these two cards. Like, I am just waiting. Even in this card, this Four of Cups, there's a crescent moon right here in the corner. But let's see. We have the Prince of Cups. We have the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. And then we have Yamana with balance. So to me, this is like a yin and yang goddess. It's like a water goddess for sure. Very interesting. This is this pile number 3 is tea. This is funny because you are embodying your miracle that's finally here. It's actually a little bit of a conundrum, right? I feel like because you have been embodying so swiftly, so precisely, pile number 3s, I think you might be getting a lot more than you have anticipated on getting, right? So what I'm getting from these cards is you've been waiting for something. You've been waiting for a precise manifestation, right? But this could come in regards to like maybe you get more attention to you, and maybe that wasn't the exact form of manifestation that you were looking for, but because you're embodying this like this amazing energy, right? You're meeting the vibrations of your manifestation. You're getting that and more, and I feel like you're getting a lot of attention to you, and it could be coming in the form of people wanting to take you out, wanting to know more of you. This could be like in regards to like relationships, right? You might not have been asking for relationships at all. You could have been asking for like a career advance, something like that. But I'm feeling like because you're embodying this amazing energy, you can't dictate who is attracted to that energy, right? So you could be getting like offers, love offers left and right. And you're like, this isn't even what I'm asking for. But I feel like the people who are coming into your lives are mirrors of you, right? So they're just mirror reflections of you, showing you that you don't have to say yes to these advances or anything like that, but because you're this beacon of light, right? Because you are embodying grace and you're embodying beauty and abundance and love and, steadfastness, whatever, you're going to get more than you maybe have even anticipated, right? And with Yamana, this water goddess energy, I feel like, look, we have centering and then we have balance here. You're very balanced, and people loved balanced energy. People are just going to flock to you, even if you're taken, or even if you're not looking for love right now, or even if you're already in a relationship. people might just flock to you and just want to be in your presence just because you're just that good. You're just that good at embodying, and you get what you want. And with the 5 of Swords and the 4 of Cups here, I even get like you're not looking for that. You're kind of like, I'm cool. I'm in the cut right now. You know, I'm working on some other stuff. I'm working on my master plan, right? And then you might have these princes come in and just want to, or princesses, right? These people who just want to come in and just be in your orbit because they see the vision too. You're a mirror of these people, right? And they could, you know, be of affluence, or they could be of like, you know, they might be conduits to get you to where you want to go, but maybe not in that way. Maybe you're not looking for like a love offer right now. But with the 5 of Swords, and then it's funny because we have the sword here, you're very clear and you're very precise in what you want, pile number 3s, but you're kind of like, you know, winning at all cost, right? But you're not, I don't think you want to win in the cost of like, if you're in a relationship, or if, you know, you're just not trying to hop in a relationship with someone just because they can do something for you, or just because, you know, they like your energy or anything like that. I just feel like that's kind of like a byproduct of really having amazing energy and centering yourself, is that people are attracted to that, whether you want them to be or you would prefer them to be or not, right? But I do want to read a little bit of this balance card from this goddess deck, if I can find it. I might not be able to find it, y'all, because I want to see this. I want to read a little bit more about this goddess, Yamana. I might not be able to find it. Crap. Yeah, I can't find it, guys. But yeah, this person is coming from the sea. So she, like, very abundant, very in her divine femininity, very fluid, very nurturing. You could just tell through her essence, right? That, you know, she's an alchemist. They're an alchemist. They make what they want happen. And I feel like people just really want to be around that. And it's interesting because there's 3 feminine figures here, but there's 2 here, then there's 2 here. So it seems very balanced, right? And these people are kind of like matching. They're like energetic matches. And then these cards are energetic matches, which is so interesting. I just noticed that right now. That's so crazy. It's like they're mirrored. They're genuinely mirrored. That's so crazy. So I just feel like you could be like embodying so precisely that you're just, anything you think you could probably manifest like that in a snap of the fingers. And that's the miracle, but that does come with a lot. So I think you're able to handle it. You'll be able to, you know, tell people what they need to hear. Like, hey, you know, maybe I'm not interested, like not interested, but you know, I'm taken or whatever, if that's the case, or I'm very focused on school or work or business, whatever. But you have a lot of people in your orbit who really adore your energy and would love to help you facilitate it, or, you know, they're just coming as mirror images of, okay, you see all these people coming into your lives because you have such great energy. Just wait for your actual manifestation to come into place. And I feel like you could be a very peaceful person as well, pile number 3s, and people feel that and they sense that and they really want that in their lives, right? Very interesting, this dynamic though. Gosh, I wish I could find this. Oh, no. Did I find it? I'm going to find it because I got to look up Yamana. I'm a little fixated on it, y'all. Darn. Let me see. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, found it. It was mint. Okay, so let's see. Yamana. Yamana, the Santeria goddess of the ocean, is often called upon to provide rain, water that brings forth life and nurtures the earth. Like the waters of the womb, she symbolizes the divine balance between heaven and earth. Exactly. And it says experiencing or seeking a deep sense of harmony and union, integration, moderation, balance between the spiritual, symbolized by water, and the physical, symbolized by the earth and the sand. Exactly. You're so infectious right now because of your amazing energy. Pile number 3s, the miracle that's finally here for you is like, you're going to start seeing that projected into your outside circumstances. Like, you could just be living your life and people just come up to you and say beautiful things to you, or want to get to know you, or want to offer you opportunities or something like that. And you just are spoiled of choice right now. You're spoiled for choice right now. So yeah, but let's finish your reading. So we have, OMG, you're on the right path. You are most certainly on the right path, my dear. It says keep doing what you're doing because it's working, period. Exactly. You have infinite abundance. This is the next stage that's coming in for you. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. You're entering in a state of a cornucopia. Everything is available to you and everything is mirroring you. Pile number 3s. I just even noticed this card. This is mirroring each other. The vision card. The vision card is kind of mirroring each other this way and that way, with the owls, and then here with the owls and the trees, and then the hands. As above, so below, and then even on the left and the right side. That's awesome. That's crazy. I'm so sorry. This is fantastic. So yeah, infinite abundance it's here. That's the miracle that's coming into your life. You have an infinite supply and fully supported in whichever endeavor you're doing, okay? And our last card is time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desire. And I feel like you've already done this, pile number 3s, but if you haven't, to those of you who haven't, once you decide, right, that's what the sword is all about. Decision, being focused, being on the straight and narrow towards your goals. Everything is supplied for you. And I feel like the time has come to where you have decided. And you see how like this figure here, this person is facing this abundance, and look at how these, wow, you got to see this. This is gorgeous. Look at how these figures here are like just blasting this infinite abundance with like all the energy in the world. I love this for you, pile number 3s. Wow, just a stellar reading. Stellar reading, so synchronistic, so chef's kiss of a reading. I'm so happy for y'all. I love you all so much, my pile number 3s. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you, please hit that thumbs up button, a like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. If you all are interested in a beautiful, one-of-a-kind tarot journal, look no further. The link to this journal will be in the description box down below. It's only $20 and Amazon will ship it straight to your house. Link will be in the description box down below to purchase this. I love you all so much, and until the next time, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.